Welcome. Today I'll talk about how I made money as a teenager. I'll go into what worked and what didn't, and talk about how much I've made for each, and hopefully provide some value and possible ideas for you guys. Reselling to me comes in the form of purchasing items that you can sell for a higher price. I mainly did this around hype clothings. I resold off-white Air Force Ones, well one, and some off-white masks. I also sold around 7 ASSC hoodies that gained around $30 to $60 in profit. I did lose $60 on one hoodie since I auctioned it on a Facebook group instead, since it wasn't selling as fast. The places to resell hype clothing is normally, well, in Australia, is the Facebook group Underground Society, the other Facebook group WCW, where you can raffle and auction items, and Facebook Marketplace is also a good place to sell hype clothes, and Depop. I mainly use Facebook there. How to get into it? Well, I recommend finding a field of interest. You don't have to stick with hype clothing. You can do this for any clothing, makeup, books, games. I've seen people do it for thrifting. I guess I did a bit with tech, but that didn't work out as well as the hype clothing. And if there is an item for sale, instead of thinking, ooh, I'd like to purchase this for myself, think about whether someone else will be willing to buy it, since you can upsell it for a bit and make a bit of profit. You can do reselling with items and arbitrage being like, if you can find it in one market but it's missing it in the other market, and if you can sell it in the other market, then you can make profit or money that way, which is what I did mainly with eBay and online stores. So in total, I managed to gain around $1,230 in 2019 from hype clothes and shoes. It is definitely not as much as my friends who do it for a living, but it is definitely something. Number 2, flipping things that you earn. Flipping to me is the act of selling things that you currently own that you either no longer use or used when you were younger. This is how I got into reselling, by gaining the money from the flipped items to use on reselling. I earned a lot of old consoles, Legos, and toys that I was able to resell and make some money. Most depreciated, but it's better to have some money than to have items that aren't being used. I started this back in year 9 and sold my Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. I learned about flipping through Gary Vaynerchuk, who is the owner of the podcast Gary V Experience, where I listened to a lot of his insights into marketing and business. I definitely also downgraded a lot of my hype clothes and have switched to more of a Uniqlo wardrobe with some techwear outer pieces. Sometimes you have to think, does this really bring value, or am I getting it for external validation? So please think about what you really need and what you don't, because this is definitely a way to help you declutter and to really find out what you value more. Do you value having more dollars to then make more dollars to then help you in the future, or do you value this piece of clothing or tech that probably only be used and accepted for a little while? I don't know the exact amount of money that I've raised in 2019 just in total, since I sold a lot of stuff ages ago, but I do know I spent it fully. But I sold around $500, around $500 this year of clothes and toys that were around the house in 2019. Number 3, a food locker at school. Running a food locker at school is definitely an underground way to make money. I ran this in my senior year of high school and made roughly $150 in profit throughout the whole year. I didn't tell everyone at school, since I knew it would have been shut down had I told more. I normally sold whatever was popular, cup noodles such as nong shim and mee goreng, up and goes, and different bars. I sold a total of 7 boxes of 12 nong shim cups, but I know I ate at least 20 that year, so sold around 64 for $2 to $2.20, when the initial cost of the item was around $1 to $1.20 for each. So I made around $1 profit, but do watch out, because I'm pretty sure food lockers aren't allowed at school. Number 4, an online store. This is one that you can either build on a website, build on other platforms such as eBay, Instagram, Facebook, Amazon. So with this way, you have to find a niche and items that you're willing to sell, which you will sell under a brand name. I have a couple examples all around here. These are all Instagram stores which I've followed and known throughout the years. You can either make your own products for these stores, source products, sell online products. In my scenario, I sold Japanese stationery. My store is My Dimension and I run it on eBay. I have earned a total of $3,337 in revenue, so about half of that is profit. I do plan on scaling it by establishing a Shopify store, which will allow me to post those products onto multiple different websites which will in turn allow me to scale more by having more sales funnels. So definitely learn from me and start your store on Shopify. You can make a free account using a developers.shopify.com. Don't start a no basic Shopify account because that will cause you to make a monthly fee, whereas if you have a developer account, you can make multiple stores until you reach like I think 40 or 50 sales, and then that's when you have to start paying that monthly fee. If people are interested in online stores and like I guess how to start, I could definitely make a own dedicated video around it. So depending on like what people want, I'll make that. Number 5, tutoring. Tutoring is definitely one of my recommendations if you excel at a certain field, topic or subject. Since a lot of parents value education, and if you can provide it in the best possible way, you can make bank. In my situation, I tutored for selective entrance exams in Victoria since I'm most knowledgeable at it. I was already a bit well known since I offered a lot of information for free around selective schools on platforms that they use. So if you do want to get into tutoring, definitely use ATAR Notes or some Facebook groups. I took in 2 students in 2019 and they were both successful for their respective schools. I got paid around $25 and $30 respectively an hour and have decided to expand to more resources. I made a total of $923.20 in 2019 by tutoring and selling online tests. I've also decided to scale this even more, so I didn't really make videos for the past 3 weeks because I've been making more resources for tutoring because I want to make a fully fledged course for in-person tutoring as well as make more resources that I can provide to others and pretty much just help people get into selective schools because I went to multiple tutors and thought that why not make one ultimate tutoring platform, I guess, that will help everyone. Number 6, Christmas casual or a casual job or a part-time job. This is my last recommendation, but an actual job is definitely something teenagers can do to raise money. This can be from fast food to retail, etc. For myself, I worked as an assistant accountant for my uncle's accountant firm between years 7 to 9. Then in year 11, I took up a Christmas casual job as a video coder at Australia Post. In my opinion, these are the last resorts and things that I'd recommend to do, mainly because it isn't as scalable and you're only working for like a fixed rate. And since I prefer to raise money on my own, either by creating my own things or selling things and being super arrogant and headstrong, that's why I'd rather not. I mainly did it because my parents told me to. I don't know. I guess I really like to live on my own terms. But I traded 120 hours in 2018 for $1,836.07. And yeah, I do recommend picking up a job since I know a lot of my friends in high school who managed to both work and manage their studies were able to do well. And yeah, if you do need that extra income, definitely picking up some experience in retail would be good. Number 7, crypto trading. This didn't work out too well for me, but I only invested $84.01 in 2017. So I owned both Bitcoin and Ethereum. At a peak, I would have made $237.11, but because I didn't take it out then, my portfolio is now down to $25. So I made a big loss. And also because I transferred Bitcoin to my other account in this other website, and yeah, I just lost it. It was just really bad. Like if you don't have good knowledge in it, I wouldn't recommend doing it. So I was just young and naive. I just lost a bit of money. So only do crypto trading if you're confident enough, because I know some people who've done it, they've actually made a decent amount. And yeah, this concludes all the ways that teenager can make money. If you got this far, once again, thank you for watching this video, and I hope that you gain some value from this. And if you know any friends who might be interested in this, please send this video to them because it helps me to grow my channel a lot, and I hope to provide more value. Like if there's anything that you guys want in terms of more in-depth guides, then I can definitely go in depth in some of the ones that really made me a decent amount. And yes, thank you guys for watching and see you next time.